Hello, everybody! Welcome to the greatest stream on earth. Mine! I'm just kidding. Today, well, we're going over to clarify some of these vague tweets that we've seen going around. I know a lot of people have a lot of questions, and I don't claim to have all the answers. But let's just say we'll be looking for this house. And for today's stream, I have a little special request. I don't ask a lot from you guys. You know, I rarely do this, but today I will please ask you to also open up my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Rima_evenstar, because we're actually reaching the partners requirement, but I need 2 more streams reaching those numbers so before I can apply. So I'm gonna try to make an effort for like 2 more streams, just so we can apply. I really just want the check mark so I can change my Twitch app to Rima Evenstar altogether and remove the underscore. Yup. Thank you guys. I know some of you don't like Twitch, and I'm gonna have some really big news in a couple days that I can't say yet that might make some of you happy because you won't have to use Twitch anymore. Okay, I'm gonna try to speak closer to my mic because some people are telling me that's why my audio's been so bad. Rima Evenstar _FR. No, I'm not pregnant or getting married. It's something to do with streaming. It's gonna be streaming relating news. Royal Onion! Thank you so much for this Twitch sub. Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting married to Levi Ackerman. We are celebrating our wedding in an isekai. It's stream related news. Or announcement. Okay, I got 2 big topics today. I got a million tabs open, and every time I do that, I kind of regret it. So, all right. So, some of you might have seen some of the vague tweetings going around. I know there's been some frustration around all of this. A lot of people are saying, you know, you're gonna vague tweet about it. Either vague tweet about it or don't, or tell us what it's about. But for a lot of people also don't know what this is about, so I'm going to try to establish a timeline this stream. And I feel like my mic is like perma peaking. I'm gonna lower it a bit. I'm gonna establish a timeline this stream, and I want to start from the very beginning of the of the vague tweeting, I suppose. Unrelated, but speaking about pregnant Yui Ishikawa, VC of Mikasa from AOT just got a baby. Congratulations to her. Aww. Well, congratulations to her, but also unfollowed. Happy for her, but unfollowed. So there's been a lot of content creators that I've cut ties with Takahara 101. And I suppose what's the most surprising about all of this is that these are some VTubers that he was previously really close with. For example, Alicia, large indie VTuber, she's announced that she's got ties with him, and Alicia and Takahara were streaming and collabing together like a lot. So obviously it was surprising. It all started not with this Discord announcement actually, but with a video that didn't get much traction. It's a now deleted live stream, so I'm just gonna I just made a summary of it. Like, I kind of wish we could watch the actual video on stream because these seems like serious accusations. So honestly, I feel like I would rather much have the exact words that they were used. But this is what we got to go to work with right now, so we'll stick with that. If they want to make additional statements, and they have, like, I have many videos to shows, some of them are really long, so I think it's okay just to have a summary for this. Basically, Alicia will no longer be collaborating with Takahara 101. Videos recorded with Takahara 101 on a recent Thursday before the announcement will not be posted. Something happened that made Alicia, quote, very uncomfortable. And Alicia then decided to end her friendship with Takahara 101 after discussing the issue with him. Alicia says she felt used, implying that Takahara may have collaborated with her to improve his image after a prior issue. And Alicia then stated she will not be answering questions or discussing the matter further as it's not her story to tell. Older collaborators with Takahara will remain on her channel to avoid stirring up drama, and Alicia stands on her principles. And okay, let me just... This is all in my Discord server. We have like a rat dump just for this topic, because this has started appearing all the way back since March. So if you guys want to go take a look for yourself, you can join discord.gg/Rima. And then there was this Discord post that also got cross-posted on her Reddit server. At everyone, I have no intention of speaking of this further. And I will not be answering questions, but my friendship with Takahara has ended. Something has come up that made me uncomfortable to continue interacting and posting content with him anymore. So even videos I did record with him will not be posted. Please do not pressure me to talk about it further. Just know I'm beyond disappointed and have stated that to this community time and time again that I don't care if I've known a friend for 10 years or 10 days. If they do something that is unacceptable, I'm dropping them. Thank you for reading and looking forward to continuing my consistent content grind. And then, like I said, this was like cross-posted on her Reddit server. It's actually pretty active. And then there's like a comment that she posted saying, "It's not my story to tell. If the parties involved wish to speak on it, that is up to them. I'll talk about it when they choose for it to be public, but out of respect for the other party involved, I will wait. I do pride myself on transparency, but some issues aren't just drama and tea. Some need to be handled with care. This one is of those instances." They can't just quietly stop streaming together because people will, like I said, Kiwasa, they collab together very frequently, like a lot. It's like, okay, it's like as if I collab with Parrot and Nuzagi like once a week, and suddenly you guys never see them on my stream anymore. You would ask questions, so you would have to do kind of a soft announcement. Then there is this. Another Discord announcement. Firstly, let me make this clear. This has no relation to the events of today's stream, nor the individual who perpetrated those acts. My friendship with Takahara has ended. I am uncomfortable interacting with him and being used in his content. He continues to post videos with me in them, but I do not approve of continuing to be used for his content. Videos with him in them will not be posted, nor will I allow myself to be posted anymore on his channels. Just know I'm beyond disappointed in his actions and have been firm in the fact that I keep honest and forthright company I will drop anyone who has made me feel uncomfortable. Thank you for reading my statement in this matter. I'm looking forward to us continuing to excel as a community alongside a good company. And Takahara himself has privated take down a lot of videos. This is taken from Playboard. After that, Takahara has been kind of quiet on social medias. Adora Bunny has also made a Discord announcement saying, did I get gifted subs? Oh my god, 50 gifted? Shit, I had, because I have too many tabs. I had my Streamlab closed. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the 50 gifted. That's fucking huge. Thank you, NHK. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Wow, that's huge. Funnily enough, like all of these tabs that I'm opening right now, I already had them open and I'm reopening them again because that's just easier than dragging the ones I already had. So I made it worse. Okay, so Adora Bunny also posted this on her Discord server. I won't speak on this further. I have no intention of speaking on this and will not be answering questions. Also, no, this has nothing to do with the situation from today's stream and is in no way associated with that, but my friendship with Takahara has ended. Something has come up that made me uncomfortable to continue interacting and posting content with him anymore, and I've asked him to stop posting videos with me in them. Videos I have edited with him will not be posted. Please do not pressure me to talk about it further. Just know I'm beyond disappointed and have stated to you all that I will keep myself with good people and will drop someone who has made me feel uncomfortable. Thank you for reading and looking forward to us getting back on the horse. On the horse. Darkhawk, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. That's huge. Thank you. Yeah, so a few people have pointed out that the messages looked very, very similar. Another one from Digital Vagrant. Yeah, Rima implication? Question mark? Question mark? What about... What does she mean about the horse? Oh, it's gonna there's gonna be more things that get clarified as we go along through the timeline. Remember, this was early March and we're now in May, so there's videos and there's more things that they have said since then. Hi Huni, how are you? So Digital Vagrant also posted something similar. I don't want to answer questions or hear discussions on this, nor will this be the only time I speak on this matter. I have cut ties with Takahara due to my discovery of something I consider to be beyond the pale and requiring the termination of all contact with him. Any content he posts involving me is done without my involvement and without my permission. I do not want to see discussion of this. Speculation on this will do nothing but harm. I kept silent on this until such a time as people I consider to be far more affected than I am to exercise their agency, but I also want to make sure people know where I stand. Please resume your Sunday evening lounging. If I get enough work done, I'll probably try to do a Monday stream. Thanks, folk. Now there's also a tweet, but this one, you have to take it with a major grain of salt because it may or may not be related to the situation. But they all kind of came out at the same time, so we put them in the red dump. But we don't know if he's referring to the Takahara situation or not. So this one, huge disclaimer, may not be related. Being in your late 20s, 30s, having a partner reading or watching TV in your shared space while you're just in the other room hunched over a phone/computer, having Discord e-sex with a plurality of VTubers is such a catastrophically loser behavior that it blows my fucking mind. And then, okay, so when was this? This was 2 months ago. Yeah, I think this one goes first. There's this, so Adora and the Takahara talk was at 59 minutes. And Radioactive went live on stream. And they spoke a little bit more about the situation. It's a really long VOD, so I don't think we can go through all of it, but we can watch a little bit of it. There's more concise VODs later on that I find a little more interesting.
For you, chat, right? You guys help us, and we want to stand strong for you. So this is hard as fuck. You can hear. Can you hear? Can you hear how hard this is? Like,
I am uncomfortable trying to vocalize this because I feel like someone has a gun at my back.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Like,
no one's gonna shoot me, but I feel like it.
It is scary and difficult to come forward on such a serious topic, but we, as well, at least myself, also ask you to not harass Takahara 101, to not harass his community in our stead. That would be unfair to us as creators and not what we are trying to tell you today. What we are telling you here today, or at least I am telling you here today, is I am no longer associated with him. I have asked for him to remove his content of me going forward, but not in the past, because we cannot remove what has already happened, and we do not wish to create this and make this a worse issue for ourselves going forward.
The other thing, too, is we don't want to have to force other people to come forward if they're not comfortable coming forward. That's part of the reason why we ask you
Am I missing a doc?
Information.
We're all missing a doc. But let's just watch this, and then we'll watch the other clips, and then we can discuss and stuff.
In and just keep it at that, right? This is a person by person basis based on how they want to deal with this. Some people don't know. Some people were affected more closely. There's no judgment here. Okay, chat? No judgment. Again,
this is the one time people want a Google Docie for context. But the thing is, I suppose the quote-unquote, like, the people involved don't want to talk about it, so everybody's just skirting the topic.
Again, we are making a choice for us, for our communities. We are bringing this forward to you because we did associate ourselves with him relatively recently. Yeah. And we had cut, like, all of us immediately. This was in January, right?
Yes, it was in January.
No, I don't think it's a weird friend fallout thing. It looks like it sounds like something more serious. But with the wordings used in the following clips, you can sort of guess what it's about.
We clean cut. Yeah, we clean cut at the end, but we didn't tell you guys about it because, like, again, this is a very delicate subject, and we didn't know how, and we didn't know if it was appropriate. But
I've known Taka since the FSA. What could he have done? I don't know. He looks like such a wholesome dude, so it's like kind of a shock. I don't know. I don't know. Eva, thank you for the resub. 6 months. Wow. Fake friends have been caused no evidence. I mean, I think they probably shared evidence together, right? That's what it sounds like.
Alicia's courage allowed us to finally come forward and tell you what is going on. And this, at least to this capacity of our relation with Takahara 101.
And I am
Mel plays and Rena plays. Hi.
Her support and her ability to instill that confidence to do this. This is not easy. If you do care for us as people, as creators, we don't want this taken outside of our communities, as we said. I don't want this taken to Taka. I don't want this taken to his community. If you all enjoy his content, that is perfectly fine. I don't need to know. That's all right. I don't judge you. That's okay. I will not be angry. I just personally cannot handle seeing his name or seeing his likeness at the moment. So let it stay here until otherwise there is public information. And again, I appreciate your understanding and compliance to those requests.
Yeah, do not, like, I cannot reiterate this in any stronger way. Do not go after creators who are working with him in the future. Okay? Do not fucking do that. Do not go after him. Do not, and don't do that as well. They don't have the full information, and even if they do, that is their choice, right? Yeah. That is their choice. And that's it, right?
Yeah. You never know what goes on behind the scenes, and people that share his company, that work with him, may have zero knowledge of what occurs, or might have circumstances that they feel they need to stay in the current position they are in. That is not our business. That is not your business. So I would respect the privacy of every individual involved, and I would only reference our statements in terms of how you should feel towards things.
I believe each of us have made public statements in our community discords. I know I have, as well as clarifications because of other situations that have happened. Please understand, do not try to read between the lines. We are not giving you the information. We will not give you the information, and do not try to make hypotheticals, to think of what happened, or spread rumors in our name. If I find out that any of you are spreading this name and spreading it under my name,
this shit like that, make reports on this movie, go after them. Well, apparently, I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, well, Takahara has responded, by the way, and we'll get through that too.
Or any of my friends' names, including Alicia, who is not here currently and cannot speak for herself, you will be removed from my community immediately. Please respect this boundary for us. Thank you.
And the next conversation we'll have, I will reiterate this time and time again, are completely unassociated in any way, shape, and or form. Again, do not read between the lines. Do not try and draw conclusions like a sleuth. They're not associated. They are not related. They are not the same person.
It was just unfortunate timing.
It's just unfortunate
timing. To put this into perspective, last night was a long talk between friends, and we talked about a lot of things, right?
Okay.
It was just a very heavy night, and it was almost, let's put it this way, like a come to Jesus moment. And it was decided, again, especially via the encouragement and the bravery of Alicia in doing this in the first place.
I think they're afraid because didn't Taka mention he's under legal action right now? Yeah, it sounds like there's legal actions that are taking places.
That this is something that needed to be dealt with and gotten out of the way because it has been weighing on us, every single one of us. It has been weighing on us for months. 4 months. Yeah. And it's time to get rid of that baggage. You know what I mean?
It is something that has put me in severe medical issue, like straits. I've had to speak with you all in my Discord and be like, I'm going to the ER. It's not for random reasons. That's because I'm under incredible stress. And I haven't been able to convey to you all what's going on. And that's been incredibly stressful because I am someone who prides myself on a heavy sense of justice and being forthright and communicative and transparent in the ways that I can be. Obviously, I can't always give you everything. I have my own limits of privacy. But I couldn't say anything, and I didn't know how to. I am, again, eternally grateful for the long conversations we had last night with Alicia and her being kind of the universal root factor to just pulling the trigger on this, along with the prior situation. And because what they're saying is that basically Alicia was the first one to stream and talk about this, which they say that it gave the courage to the other friends to talk about it too. I think this is what she's referring to. Sounds to me like if he did some shit, it was earlier in the year that it went down and they're distancing themselves from him loudly now. No, it's Alicia kind of gives this timeline where he collabed with her after an event happened to try to clear his image, is what she said. I'm paraphrasing, by the way. It's not exactly what she said. It was something like that. It seems that she alluded to something happened. He collabed with her to try to clear his image. She found out about it. She felt grossed out. She talks about it more in her few more clips that are like more eye-opening than this one. This one's like, it's not going to give us a lot more info. I'm just going over it for like posterity. You all, the two unrelated situations rather than hit you with back-to-back bombs of
thank you, paper bag
information. So I am sorry that this is a lot, but I would rather us have this conversation now than ever have to do this again, because I do not want to do this again ever in my life. I want this to be the only time that I am forced to do this because it is uncomfortable. It makes me ill.
Yeah.
And it plagues my waking thoughts and my nightmares. So I would like it to be over.
I'm torturing you
I would like to heal
guys.
as a unit and be washed of this until further time makes this relevant ever again.
Do we have anything else we wish to say on the Takahara situation before we go
No.
on to the next topic?
I don't
No,
think so.
I think
Do we want to
I
take
think
like
that's
a breather? I do have ads that are starting here in a moment, so do we want to
I
just...
am as well.
Yeah, so we want to just breathe through the ads
Do we,
and just kind
do
of
we
like...
give ads and then wait for the next section and then do the next section after ads then?
Yes.
Also,
Yes,
I just want to point
I
out,
would, yeah.
ads are automatic. If we could get rid of them, we would. This
We
is not
would,
like a whoop.
Okay. Okay, we're done with this. All right. Now, next videos. So there's Redclaw statement on his Twitch. $22.47. Oh wait.
Just dropped
Close
it. It's
enough.
Right there. All right, so now on to the other thing. I'm gonna try to make this quick. This particular one sucks. Okay, if you are in Adora's community, if you're in Radia's community, if you're in Veggie's community, and even more recently, if you're in Milla's community, I'm sure you have all seen.
I've never seen a model like that. It looks like he's straight out of an MMORPG. Is that the dude? No, they're talking about Takahara. You don't know Takahara, the bartender VTuber? He actually has a pretty cool VTuber model. His rig is like really fluid. This guy, you've probably seen him around. He's a very large indie too. Like he's like fairly popular. This is his old model, I'm pretty sure though.
Yeah, go emote only in this regard, Aoife. Yeah, go emote only for this one. Thank you. I am sure that you have all seen particular announcements about a bunch of people separating themselves from Takahara.
Yeah, this guy's model's cool.
I have a lot that I appreciate. There's a lot that I appreciate Takahara doing for me. I honestly do not believe I'd be even at the level that I'm at right now if I wasn't invited onto the bar.
Thank you,
However,
Endless.
That being said, over the past couple months, I have been privy to things that I am not very comfortable with at all. And because of that, like the other people that I've mentioned, I am choosing to separate myself from Taka. I no longer...
Oh, Takahara used to be one of the founders of the Team 4-Star Abridged group known for Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Oh, cool. So he was a VA. Okay.
consider Takahara a friend. Taka doesn't consider me a friend. What's it called? This is not me being like, go attack Taka. This is not me saying like, give Taka beef. This is just me letting you guys know that like, you're not going to see him around here. We're not gonna ban anyone for like mentioning him or using his emotes or anything, but like, I'm just letting you guys know. If you're like, please don't like pressure me being like, when's the next time you're going to the bar? Like, when's the next time you're hanging out with him? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not happening. It's not happening at all. Please do not ask why. It is not, like, most of this stuff is not my place to discuss at all, and so you're not gonna get an answer from me. This is just me very calmly, politely asking to respect the privacy of myself and everyone else in this regard. Just be cool about it. Like I said, it's just so me just formally announcing.
I'm not sure, Quintek. We don't know exactly what it's about, but from the way they're talking about it, it sounds like something serious.
Yes. All right. Like I said, I thank him for putting me on the map. But other than that, we're moving on. We are moving on.
That's
all right. You can take him out of emote.
That's pretty much it for this. Let's see. Mila's statement is around 18 minutes. Oh god, there's a huge set of personalities on this one. Awuga!
As you were, if you were watching for a long time, Thank you, Darth Zerx. Hey Mila, I just got here. Hope you're doing okay.
Yo, NHK, thank you for the 25 gifted sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's up? Thank you so much. Damn, I gotta show more bazonkas on stream then.
Hey, I will hold back the stream. Think you're really cool.
I
Thank
believe her. Yeah.
you.
Thank you so much for the gifted subs, guys. Thank you.
What I was gonna say was, when I streamed with Taka a ton.
Yinka, thank you for the
streaming
resub.
together a lot.
Oh, he was the VA for Alucard and Helsing a Bridge? Oh, wow. Wow.
And we became a bit of a duo act, you know?
Mm.
There wasn't like this big group to push into. Me and him just ended up vibing.
Mm.
And that was the first time I really managed to get comfortable really collabing a lot with someone. And I have to make it very clear that if you ask any questions about this, I'm not gonna answer them. And
I'm not Fugu.
I'm not going to share any more details.
I'm not.
Whatsoever.
Will be Pequeño, thank you so much for the Twitch free sub. Appreciate it.
But I've distanced myself from Taka.
Yeah.
I'm not really comfortable working with him anymore.
Her voice is extremely cute.
And again, I really can't give any details or anything like that.
Again, like, these are people that they grew their channel due to him, like they're saying. Were very, very close to him. It's like if your best friend, somebody's best friend, suddenly cut ties with them. It makes me feel like something serious happened that would trigger that, right?
Regardless, it's been like, it's been rough. Because I felt like, it was really, really hard for me to come out of my shell, you know? And then in the end, I felt like it worked once. And now in hindsight, yeah, it didn't work. You know? I feel like it's hard to talk about it while being so secretive, but yeah.
And no, it's not just an offhand comment because later on people are talking about screenshots and evidence and shit.
That said, I really want to make it clear that everyone that you have seen me work with have been really, really nice. Too nice, if anything. And very welcoming and really, really sweet to me. I just get self-conscious. That's all. I just get self-conscious. You're so sweet today. Thank you. I get uncomfortable being real, you know? I don't like sharing. But it worked out, I can tell. I'm glad you didn't get like, I don't know, weirded out.
I sped it up.
Thank you. Keep doing what you can, Mela. Don't stop being a good person. Well, I hope I'm a good person. I tried to be. I just got in. What did I miss? Well, everything, so that sucks. I have found myself in good company. That's very true. You are genuinely one of the kindest souls in this space, and I speak for everyone in this chat when I say our lives are richer for. Oh, Red! Thank you! That's so kind. Thank you. Thank you, Sturdy, for the 10,000 bits too. Gosh, that's so generous. Good job getting through all that and being open. We love and appreciate you. Your happiness means the world to us. Thank you.
Just 3 more minutes of this. Oh, it's Mille Noir?
I hope you know that your happiness means the world to me too.
Yes, it's
And I know
written
that's why
here.
it's so hard to really open up. I don't want to make you guys unhappy, you know? I mean, like, what worth do I have if I don't make you happy? You know? That's what I'm supposed to do. That's my thing. To make you not sad. Or something. You know? So I feel bad if I make you sad on my behalf. Thank you, Radia. You too. Thank you. Your happiness is our happiness. No. For what it's worth, I feel the same way. I kind of already feel a little bit better, knowing that I didn't ruin your mood with this. You know? At least I hope I didn't. Hi, Chonky. Good to see you. And you, Darth Zerks. And Demon of the Northwoods. Thank you. That's a lot of heart emojis. You can share moments of happiness, but you're allowed to be real and have serious talks with serious talks that you trust us enough to discuss with us.
Should we replay this one in case we missed anything? Yeah, I see what chat's trying to do here. If she's not going to call him out... Oh man, it disappeared too fast. She's not going to call him out on them. They are complicit with whatever he's doing. Also, there's such a thing as a... I don't know why the way it translated it is a little bit difficult to understand. Too big, and there's like weird symbols for some reason.
It's not really something
I think it's the perfect size.
Often, but this time, I'm glad I did. You'll be here to love and support you. We have your back and all the tough stuff. Thank you, Redclaw. You're an amazing friend and very loved. Never forget that. If you ever begin to doubt it, we will always be here to remind you. Yeah, I know.
I was paying close attention, but I haven't listened to anything she said. You guys are the worst.
Like, believe me, I never ever doubted that you would let me be sad. You know? Ooh, okay, well, we pushed through that.
And before we found out Bro cheated on his partner or something, Kimray said it wasn't minor related, so like, what could it be? Bro got caught gooning? I mean, I have a guess, but I'll keep it for later.
What if I change the stream title and we try to...
Okay, 26 minutes, that's the end of this. Now, I feel like it gets a little bit better from that point forward. But first, more speculations. Somebody tweeted, and this was posted in my Discord, unrelated to the current VTuber drama floating around, but what happened with Takahara? I'm not close to anyone. Much in that circle, and the curiosity has been nagging me. Did something happen? With many referencing female VTubers cutting him off, I will offer that I made my statement on privately and professionally separating from him months ago as he crossed the line. Radioactive is one of the VTubers we watched do a statement earlier on stream. This is not my story to tell, and I will not be discussing anything beyond this publicly, but I will be more than willing when information is made public to offer additional statement and my personal experience in relation to it all. You generally had no idea a simple question would get any traction at all. The algorithm merely grabbed it with its digital sticky hands. I just personally wanted my statement on remaining quiet on Twitter out there to the broader public, as any statements have been delegated to only my community. When it is time and place, I will offer my experience and thoughts, but until then, it's a story that is not mine to tell. And I know this is triggering you guys because there's not more info. Everybody's like, just say it. Bella adds here, so apparently while collabing with Alicia X-Life, he thought that she was gaining too much traction and was going to forget him eventually, so he started talking shit about other VTubers she became friends with to him. This is based on non-specific info that Alicia talked about, but then Alicia responds to that saying that's a side thing that is easily worked out between friends. He did something that crosses a line. I talked to him about, and based off what he said, I separated from him. It's not my story to tell, but when it's public, I'm more than happy to discuss my experience in relation to it. And then this person's like, I'm sorry to cause speculation. So that's it for these screenshots. And then there's the Takahara tweet finally happened 2 days ago. So Takahara, after a lot of silence, finally tweets about it, saying, you may have already been aware over the past few months, several creators have distanced themselves from me. Some have announced they will no longer collaborate on future content. Others have even removed past collaborations from their platform. I was in Milla's stream during that time. Big surprise, I know. Is this a pun? It has become clear to me that this has been largely driven by false and hurtful rumors that have been circulating behind the scenes. I am aware we're... Sorry, suddenly my throat is really dry. I gotta drink some water. Okay, I'm back, not dying anymore. Okay. It has become clear to me that this has been largely driven by false and hurtful rumors that have been circulated behind the scenes, and I'm aware where this all originated and how it has spread. While I have no desire to escalate matters or cause unnecessary distress, I have, with the guidance of legal and professional counsel, now compiled a dossier that clearly identifies the falsehoods and substantiates the truth with provable and independent evidence. I'm aware that the spread of this false narrative has been made possible by a lack of full context, but the allegations now being made and implied are simply untrue. Yes, I do know the identity of the original source, but I also am very aware of that individual's emotional vulnerability, and I truly have no wish to do them harm. So at this stage, I do not intend to make their identity public or take further action of any kind. It's my sincere hope this will never be necessary. However, I have found this entire situation deeply difficult to process, so after careful reflection, I have decided to take a significant step back from content creation for now. This has not been an easy decision, but I believe it is the right one for the time being. To those of you who have continued to offer kindness, understanding, and genuine support, I'd like to say thank you. This has meant more than I can express. And then people started responding to this. This is what I think he's referring to, by the way. Another VTuber just vaguely posting about something that should have been private. Neko Sakurako tweeted. Hi, censored name. I never deleted stuff with other people I had issues with because it would just spark too much drama and pressure. In addition, I didn't want YouTube to start prying on something that isn't my story to tell. I collabed with him and then was approached directly after I uploaded my last video with him. After being approached, I called him, and that's what made me decide to cut ties. I wanted to hear him out as someone I saw as a friend. I did, and with that, I made my decision swiftly to cut ties with him. When the information is public by the parties involved, I'm more than happy to elaborate on my experience. Other women who collabed with him didn't make a statement before me because they were nervous too, but when they realized he was still uploading videos of them collabing and tweeting clips, though, they left him months ago. They made the statement. After the statement, he privated the recent videos involving them. I didn't really know these women that well beside meeting them on Taka's stream, but they have grown to be close to me after going through this whole situation. I'm thankful that they reached out to me, which allowed me to have necessary conversation with Taka that led to my decision. When I'm able to be more transparent about the situation, I will be. For now, out of respect for the other parties involved, I'm just separating from him. Thank you for being respectful towards me and others during this. Where is it? During this period. TLDR, I cut ties with Taka after my last video because I was approached by some people. After a call with him, I decided to cut him off completely. I do not wish to elaborate further until the parties involved are ready to. When they do, I will be more transparent about my experience. Thank you. Now, what's more interesting, and this is actually Alicia's post, because we have the original here. Hi, Alicia, I never deleted stuff with other people. So what this person is QRTing is actually one of Alicia's posts 23 days ago. This looks like a YouTube post, I assume. Now there's been people defending him since the tweet, and some people that are also kind of doubling down. So Kimrai here. Okay, these might not be in like perfect order, but they all came out in the same day, more or less. Oh, it looks like a membership post. Yeah. Oh, this is Reddit? Okay, it was Reddit. It was a Reddit post. So Kimrai here says, Taka has been a good friend of mine since the start of my journey. I'm sad to see him go. The situation is a complicated one, and I know everyone is frustrated with the vagueness of it all, but you just have to accept when the people directly involved want privacy. I remained his friend through this. I lost friends because of it, and I might lose more still. I saw receipts from both sides and ultimately made the decision that it didn't feel right to cut him off. I don't fault others for doing so. We're all just trying to do what is best. This will be all that I say on the matter. I hope everyone who has been impacted finds peace, and I offer warm hugs to the viewers who feel a little lost because of this. Now, Junk waited on this too, saying Taka has always been a really good friend to me and gave me my first opportunity to broadcast myself to a larger platform. The entire situation sucks and I'll miss him. Please don't prior gossip about the situation. I understand why people have decided to cut ties or part ways. I've interacted heavily with Taka over the years and wish to continue having him in my life. To all those involved, I hope it's resolved as peacefully as it can be. I've always tried to remain a positive figure on this platform and in life, and I hope to continue doing so. Please, if you're thinking about contacting me to further information, do not. It's not my place. Thank you. For people who keep scratching their head about why I posted this, I didn't want gossip. When a person you've interacted heavily with undergoes controversy, you need to make a statement regardless of if the statement is of any substance. Please don't gossip. Just responds, please don't gossip to everybody. Now, there is a Discord announcement from Bo Sheep saying, sorry, I have not been around much. Some of you may have noticed that for the last several months, I don't have a screenshot of this, it's just from my Discord. I seem to have had a hard time keeping consistent. I did not want to talk about why, as I respect the privacy of everyone involved and still do. However, now that Taka has brought it up on Twitter, I will admit to the fact that the situation that occurred behind the scenes has taken a toll on me and how I view the community. I have remained friends with Taka through the allegations due to seeing his proof. And there is proof that backs him up, which has ultimately resulted in some people not wanting to associate with me anymore either. It's been hard and disheartening, and I found my motivation drop. I will not discuss what happened, as it still is not my place to give up the details beyond how the situation has impacted me, and I will be pushing forward and coming back soon, now that I don't have to pretend that everything is okay. Oh, here's the screenshot from her Discord server. Wait, I skipped on the Alicia tweet, and I feel like that one was important. Oh, there. Okay, I found it. Sorry, this is a little messy. All right, I feel like this one hits kind of hard. As someone who she screenshotted him, and it seems like she has him blocked now. Yeah, the Kim Ray tweet that I showed earlier, it's all around the same time, by the way. As someone who saw you as a best friend, heard you out twice because out of love and respect for our friendship, I didn't want to just listen to one side. I wanted to hear what you said and your experience. I made my decision to separate based on what you said to me, not what others said. I don't know about if other people are saying false things, but let me be crystal clear. What you told me is worse than what a rumor could be. I will read the dossier when it comes out. I sat with you as you cried and bought your mac and cheese when I thought the world was against you, but it took more screenshots and me talking to you a second time to get a clear picture. I feel used because I didn't know why you left and came back the original time. The second last time you did, I still had faith in you and was worried. You came back again just for the screenshots and second conversation to happen. I give you so much benefit of the doubt because I'm an emotional person. Our friendship ended after we talked. No other rumors. So she completely denies the fact that she dropped him because of rumors. She's like, no, this is after we talked. It's because of what you told me. And I feel like this weighted a little bit more heavily for me. Like what you told me is worse than what a rumor could be. Because it seems to me that she didn't just listen to one side. She actually went back and forth with him and saw screenshots from both sides. So for me, that's kind of the most eye-opening tweet so far. But again, we still need to look at the allegations and look at the evidence. Obviously, I'm not going to jump to conclusions, but I was like, wow. Now, this person replies, if this is some high school shit that could have been handled privately, I might be pissed at everyone that's involved. Vape posting is annoying enough as it is, and the mac and cheese comment makes me think the situation is going to be over something petty. And she responds, there is a victim involved, and if you read Taka's own tweet, their mental health isn't okay. So my assumption is that everybody just, oh, hey, Ark. Hello, Raiders. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Loom Loom. Oh, it's Loom Loom. Was it Loom? Was it your stream? Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We're going over some Vic tweeting, but it seems like it's about some serious allegations. You know, the VTuber community never sleeps. There's always some solves looking to be get. Not Grandma Horsey. You guys can't make me to be older and older every single time. Come on. Come on, guys. Thank you so much for the raid again. Saltar says hi. Thank you for the 20 Mexican dollars. Hi, Ark. Hi, Ark. We're going to be playing this game, I guess, soon, huh? I have no idea what the game is about. I just said yes. Welcome, everybody. Okay. No, it looks like it's I don't know. Okay. I'm not going to make assumptions before I see this. But I'm kind of assuming stuff already. But I'm not going to make assumptions, but I am making assumptions. All right. So this person criticized the vape posting. They're like, is this some petty shit? I'm going to be pissed if it is. And then she responds, there's a victim involved, and if you read Taka's own tweet, their mental health isn't okay. So this being public isn't up to me. It's up to if Taka or the other person want to say. Once it's public, I'm more than happy to be transparent. If you can't go into details over the sake of their mental health, how you think this post will help the situation? All it did was cause a lot of anxiety because no one has a clue what's going on. A lot of things are honestly hardly ever handled privately. Honestly, a personal opinion, I feel like you should have waited till the parties involved came forward with their statement. If they're going to, it's weird to make this when they're in preparation to go public, especially if you're not directly involved. That's what I'm getting from your main post. She didn't reply. If it was high school shit, I just have talked to him or just stopped collabing and been like, oh, we just aren't homies. It's vague only because a victim's mental health matters. If Taka puts out the dossier, I will go into details. If the victim puts out a statement, I'll go into details. Oops, I replied to this twice. I thought it was 2 different comments. Okay. Is there more? No, I don't think so. I think that's it. Great Ancient One, Grand Horsey, Remud the Old. Stop that. Man, first we had the Cinder controversy, now it's Taka. I watched Taka's VTuber journey all the way back from 2020. This is another paradigm shift in VTubering. Last year was the implosion of corpos, and now it's indies. Yeah. You can't escape your big hack energy. What you mean to tell us you're not a hack, aka over 60? So disappointing. I know, I'm breaking the illusion, the gap moe. Oh crap, I missed one thing on the timeline. Alicia actually had a stream 5 days ago before all of this. So I'm God damn it, I messed up. Stupid fucking mistakes. So this was 5 days ago, and the tweets are 2 days ago. So 3 days before Takahara went on Twitter and talked about it. I don't know if it was prompted by the stream, but let's see what Alicia said here.
Yeah. There's another question I've been getting asked a lot in my comment section, and I wanted to address that very quickly, but I will not be taking further questions about this, okay? I'm going to answer it this one time, and then we're gonna let it go. Alright? My friendship with Takahara 101 has ended over an incident between him and someone else that I heard of. But as a friend who's very close to him at the time, I called him. I was like, hey, I heard this about you. I would love to hear your perspective and what's going on, right? Because that's what you should do for your friends. You should hear them out, no matter how bad the situation is. You give them the chance to, like, explain themselves. After hearing his perspective, I ended the friendship. And, yeah, it was a lot. And it's not my place to say what happened because it's someone else's story to tell. Just know that I am uncomfortable. And I don't want him to be brought up further with me. I don't want to interact with him. Since I ended my friendship with him, he has no longer posted videos or uploaded on Twitter anymore because of the incident. And I know that there's going to be a lot of curiosity. I totally understand that. Because listen, if I was a fan, I'd be like, what the fuck happened, right? I totally understand curiosity. But I'm telling you from like a place that's very meaningful to me is that if this was just drama, I would 100% spill tea. But this is more than drama. This is like life affecting.
Yeah, so it seems like something serious. Like I'm thinking... speculation time. I don't know. I'm thinking something like essay or yeah. There's another clip that rules out some other stuff because I was like, oh, grooming. You know, you immediately jump to that because this is content creation world. But then there's another video. Yeah, we need speculations in big bold letters on the stream. Speculation time. Place your bets. Do your guesses. Murder. Brooming speculations. Damn. From what Kim Rai says, it seems like it's not... She ruled out grooming because she said there's no kids involved. If it's serious, police should get involved. True. Glad I found you through that collab a few days ago. Oh, the club saw you. I'm glad. I felt bad because I haven't collabed in a long time and I had so many technical issues. So literally, like, I think the first, like, 45 minutes or 1 hour of the stream, I was just, like, Googling how to fix my cam. I haven't shown the bow sheep thing yet, so let's show the bow sheep after this.
It's not my place to say it. When it comes out, I'm more than happy to be clear and transparent
Maybe it's the cheating stuff. Maybe it's sexting. I don't know.
about it. And I'm more than happy to talk about my perspective, right? But
I
again,
did test my
when it's
setup.
something that's like not my place, that I just can't. Does that make sense? But again, you know me. I love drama. I love tea. I love spilling it. But again, you know, maturity matters. You know, and being an adult and making sure people are okay matters. And that's what I prioritize here. So yeah. And again, if it comes out into light, I'm more than happy to give my perspective and give full transparency on where I was in the situation. But again, not gonna, yeah.
It's slow. Okay, I just upped the volume.
So, yes, that's where I am on that. A lot of people have been asking me about Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I thought about continuing it. It's just a little hard because he voices one of the main characters for the next arc for Cell Saga.
Oh.
And it makes me just really uncomfortable even listening to him now
Wow.
because of what I know. And it's just a lot. And I realized that I don't think I can mentally go through that. And the only reason I did not take down my YouTube videos with him was because I didn't want this to become some stupid VTuber drama bullshit. You know what I mean? You know when you start deleting videos and the VTuber drama channels go, ooh, what's the tea? It's like, no, this is serious. This is real life.
Wait, what's the sauce, though?
Right? I don't want to deal with that. So I was like, I'm going to leave the videos up and then just, you know, cut things off and just keep it there. So that's my rundown. That's about it. Again, I'm more than happy to share eventually if it does come to surface. And if it doesn't, because the victim doesn't want to talk about it, that's up to them. Or if he doesn't want to talk about it, it's up to him. Either way, right? Just know that, yeah, like I pride myself on transparency. So if I can talk about it, I will. And that's about it. That's all I can really say for now. Yeah, it's just uncomfortable. And I feel like, yeah. That sounds like a lot. It is. It definitely is. I mean, I considered him one of my best friends, which really fucked me up during all of this. Because you guys saw how close Taka and I were.
See, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were really close. From what other people told me, they were like really, really, really close. So it's kind of like it must have been serious.
And
I love the Chibi Mall. It was very cute, yeah.
You know, I spent a lot of time going through that. And it fucking blew. And I'm...
Maybe he went to a Diddy party.
I'm just happy that I have good friends now that are really supportive and really amazing. And I'm super blessed that they are so great.
Taka baby
Oh,
oil
it's that
hot.
situation. You can...
Taka baby oil hot. Nah. We can't. Oh my god. I'm joking. Serious mode only now, okay? No more fucking around, guys.
can stop.
This is serious. It's not drama.
Now, you don't know the situation. Hello? Feel free to enlighten the class if you know the situation, though. Because I'm 100% sure you don't. Well, go for it. Person who's going to say something that has nothing to do with it. Go ahead, random chatter. Go for it. Bro has no clue. I know. Insane. You said, oh, it's that situation. What?
Dude's trying
That's
to.
all you said. Oh, it's that situation.
Is he trying to bait an answer out of her? Like he's pretending he knows what it's about?
You didn't say what it was. You don't know what it is. Huh? I'm making an assumption.
Oh, okay.
Motherfucker, you just lowered the IQ of the chat room. God damn. That's crazy. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I watched that shit happen in real time.
Damn, bait used to be believable. 210 bait for real. Yeah. Yeah, that one guy is fighting for his life.
I promise you, you have no idea what the fuck happened. And I promise you that. That's not even up for debate. That's insane. Do you know how I know you don't know? Because I was lied to at the start. Because I was originally told, oh, it's about a threesome. And I was like,
oh, yeah. This part's important.
That's stupid. And then they were like, oh, no, it's not about that. It's actually a completely different situation. He just lied to you. And I was like, oh.
Now there's a threesome? So she was told it was originally about a threesome, but then she found out it wasn't a threesome.
What the fuck are we doing here? Like, stop bringing up drama to me that has nothing to do with the actual situation. So stupid. Like, insane. Also, I don't give a shit who anybody has relations with. So, like, whatever. Unless it's unconsensual, then I care. But yeah.
Does he have a spouse? I actually don't know that. I should have looked that up.
Just me just like,
Taka's a bad person who is awful. We cut him off. We won't explain why. We're not taking actions and no one drama, but he definitely did something bad. What is it? Well, they said that they can't tell because the victim involved. They said there's a victim involved and the victim involved won't come out. So they don't want to speak on their behalf. So either Taka or the victim needs to say something for them to tell us.
yeah, whatever.
I think he has a girlfriend but not a wife. Okay, that's good info. If anybody knows, let us know.
The thing is, chat, is like, I'm trying to be as professional as I possibly can be.
And there's a legal recourse, yeah.
Right? But there's so many things and so many red flags that I went through that I excused for so long that I just don't know if I can talk about them. Because I don't want it to be like it's drama shit. Because the situation that happened was so much worse than stuff that I experienced with him, you know? And no more drama. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, listen, if it ever comes out, I'll tell you guys all about what I've been through and shit, but is another Cinder situation? No. Cinder's situation's a lot different. Cinder was just a shitty friend. Like, that was weird. Cinder just moved fucking weird.
So we're ruling out the shitty friend / shitty person allegation.
Nah. Google Docky. Yeah. Because like what Cinder did was just a fucked up person. Like that's just being a fucked up friend, right? So that's different.
Okay. I think that's it for this part. I even went a little bit past the finishing timestamp. Lastly, I have one more video. From Bow Sheep.
Anyway,
This one found on forum.
Hi everyone. So yes, things have been kind of difficult since January because a whole bunch of, I don't want to refer to it as drama because it's not really drama. It's just stuff has been happening behind the scenes with VTubers in general. And I got told a lot of things that were extremely upsetting to me. And then I had to make the decision to talk to my friend about it and find out, like, hey, you know.
This is Bow Sheep. I'm not 100% on her relation. Like, so from what I gathered, but I'm not 100% on it, they're like connected to the person that made this. Oh god, I have too many. Why do I not close tabs? Not this person. Not this. 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 Somehow connected to this Kimrai account because they're saying similar things. Some people said it's an alt, but I'm not sure. Like, I couldn't verify that information, so take this with a grain of salt.
I'm getting told this stuff.
Yeah, same person? Okay, yeah, some people are saying it's the same person. A lot of people are saying it's the same person. Okay. She used to be a frequent guest at Taka streams as Kim Rai. Okay. Bo Sheep is Kim Rai. Okay. Oh, thank you guys. Everybody's saying it's the same person. Vault, Kim Rai and Bo Sheep are the same person. Okay, thank you guys. That clarifies
And
that.
I don't, you know what I mean? It's hard not to.
So she kind of sided with him. She's kind of like the only person defending him.
Told a lot of things that makes you feel like maybe you don't know the person that you thought you knew, and then you have to make that difficult decision.
It seems like all the parties have seen evidence. Alicia says she saw screenshots first that he showed her. She saw screenshots from other people, and then she saw more screenshots that put the situation in context even further to her. Then she dropped him. Now, Bo Sheep is also saying that she saw screenshots, but she made a different decision. But I don't know if she saw all of the screenshots or just the ones that he showed her. She doesn't really specify that.
Decision to reach out to that person and have an honest conversation with them. And which is what I did. And to my surprise, they had a whole bunch of things to tell me and show me that
I don't know if the evidence is just screenshots, TBH. Did Alicia say screenshot in her tweet? I don't remember what's the exact word she used. She says screenshots. It took more screenshots and me talking to you a second time to clear picture. So yeah. The second last time I saw it fading you and was worried. You came back just for the screenshots and second conversation to happen. So yeah, it seems like screenshots and conversation. Mix of both. Okay. Let's listen to Bo Sheep.
Basically made it like this whole thing felt suddenly something that's typically very black and white suddenly felt like a gray area. Does that make sense? Sometimes issues that happen between adults isn't always black and white. Sometimes it's confusing, and sometimes there's a gray area, and sometimes you're just kind of like, you get caught in the middle. But anyways, regardless of what happened, I was told all these things, and then I was told I couldn't talk about it, and I had to essentially pretend that everything was normal. Meanwhile, everything behind the scenes was falling apart. And as someone here who is like very much on the spectrum, it's a very difficult situation to be in. Very difficult. Because interactions are already, socializing with people is already really hard. And when you get put in a situation where things are not cut and dry, and you just want to do what's best, but you have all these new set of conditions placed on how you interact, it's super stressful. It's very, very stressful.
Be nice, chat.
And you just want to do right by everybody. And it's impossible. It's impossible to do right by everyone. And this whole time I just, as selfish as it's...
She's the only one that's standing up for Taka when everyone turned on him. And she said in a previous post that she's lost a lot of friends because of that. And she's saying that it's difficult with her autism to navigate already social interactions. And it's even more difficult for her now. So she's going through a tough time. That's why she's crying. So we can be nice to her and show some compassion. Relax, you griefers.
I just desperately wanted my friend group to be okay. You know, these are people that I've known for 4 years and have come to care about a lot. Taka made, thank you for the resub, Tumbleweed. Taka made a post yesterday, I don't know how many of you saw it on Twitter, saying that he was taking a step back from content creation. Because of these things that have been going on behind the scenes. And I know that other content creators have openly decided to take a step back from associating with him as well. And because of all that, it has caused a ton of speculation that is occurring on the internet right now. And that's like just happening in the last 24 hours. And I guess a little bit before then. I'm sorry. Thank you for the gifted subs. I appreciate you. But I need you guys to know that I would not have continued my friendship with him if I did not feel like there was enough reason to still have faith in him. Like, that I can tell you. What I can also tell you is there's I'm not gonna go in and tell people, like, I'm not gonna let people go in and guess what's wrong and then be like, yes, no, yes, no.
You've got mail.
You know what I
You've
mean?
got mail.
I'm-
You've got
My
mail.
gosh.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
That kind of scared me.
Ray, thank you for all the Funko Pops. That's super sweet of you. I don't, like, I'm not gonna let people go down a list and be like, is it this, and me say, nope, 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 and then just say nothing when they pick the right thing. So I will just flat out tell you the one thing, the one heinous narrative that has been out there, the single one that I just cannot sit by and let people say, is that the situation has absolutely nothing to do with grooming at all.
Okay. So like she rules out the grooming allegations. So that's one down.
That is the one thing that, and you could ask me all the other stuff and I'm not going to answer, but that one thing, because I know it is such a common internet personality issue that arises.
Why is it a common internet personality issues? It's the DLC of content creation, right? You have everything. You like all the content creators that have everything. They have their career set, money, fame, everything they've ever wanted. So it's like there's new DLC opens up that only them can see it. This is the grooming one. That's the meme, right?
It's one of the first things people think of. It is not that. Okay, so it is not that, and that is like the one thing that I will flat out say.
So no grooming.
It is not. Because I was seeing comments all over the place where people were speculating that, and that is no, not at all. Nope, nope, no.
So it could still be like, it could be cheating, essay. I feel like that's the only things I can think of. Bullying, scam. No, I feel like bullying would fall into the drama and high school stuff. Content creator battle pass. It's the latest patch for Dota and it's a mess.
Would not continue associating.
Could be
I would not
abused,
continue
true.
Associating. If something like that had happened. People. I don't know. Anyways, I'm sorry for the like emotional start. I do just want to sit here and watch cartoons. I just wanted to like get it out of the way because I know like I had announced that I was bringing Kimrai back in January, if you guys remember, and then suddenly I wasn't. This is why I decided not to bring Kimrai back then. Because everything was like so fucked up, and Kimrai is so heavily associated with Taka that I was just like, like it wasn't me trying to flake out on something.
Wait, what? In January? Wait, what?
Because everything was like so fucked up, and Kimrai is so heavily associated with Taka that I was just like.
Oh, further
Like,
back. Shit.
People. I don't know. Anyways, I'm sorry for the like emotional start. I do just want to sit here and watch cartoons. I just wanted to like get it out of the way because I know like I had announced that I was bringing Kimrai back in January, if you guys remember, and then suddenly I wasn't. This is why I decided.
So this, okay, so we, wait, when was the first Alicia video? That was in March, no? We only started hearing about it back in March. So I guess they've known about this since January. This has been going on since January.
Not to bring Kimrai back then, because everything was like so fucked up, and Kimrai is so heavily associated with Taka that I was just like, like it wasn't me trying to flake out on something again. It was genuinely, things are so messed up behind the scenes that I didn't know what the hell to do. So I was just like, I can't bring Kim back right now because I have no idea what's going on, kind of thing. Mm-hmm.
And so it happened in January, not grooming, has a victim, not Cinder drama, and it's fine to still enjoy his content. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing we know so far. And that he has legal counsel. He's mounting a dossier, so it's gotta be something that he believes he can push back on. And it's not your story to tell.
Anyways, I'm doing my very best not to go on social media tirade of like trying to protect my friends, because that has gotten me into hot water in the past. But yeah, that is the one thing I will stand by. Narratives of grooming and being a danger to minors, that is not that is not a speculation.
Oh, Alicia. I didn't even see it. Hold up. It's chat. Stop moving so fast. The victim filed a police report, so I can't say more, but that's about it. Thank you. There. So for all the people that were saying if it's that serious, they should file a police report, seems like there is one. Thank you for clarifying that. All right.
I'm going to just
appreciate
sit
that.
on my hands about no. That is something that is like deeply disturbing to me, and I can't.
Police and lawyers involved. Yeah.
I can't.
Cute chibi model, Alicia. Yeah, we like your model. Okay, the clip is done. Unless I clicked on something.
On my hands about no. That is something that is like deeply disturbing to me, and I can't.
Yeah, okay, it's looped. Sorry. I have this thing with videos and the loop, and for some reason, I never noticed when they loop, and I played them twice. So I just wanted to make sure it wasn't me who misclicked. Anyway, that's all we know so far. We're probably not going to get more details until either the victim or Taka comes out and talks about it. But also, why did Taka call it a dossier? Are we getting past the dockies? Seems like it. I don't know. I think he's trying to make it sound serious. Added context. I'm pretty sure, take this with a grain of salt. A few years back, Bo said she was a victim of grooming, so that's maybe why she said it's not grooming. That's from memory. Grain of salt. Okay. Yeah. I mean, maybe she feels strongly about this. But him saying it was rumors bothered me pretty badly when it's what he told me that made me end the friendship. Yes. Yeah, we saw your tweet. For me, I felt like that tweet weighted pretty heavily in what I thought about the situation. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but it seems like you gave him plenty of chance and you did listen to him, and it wasn't just a one-sided thing, which I appreciated. I think you tried to do your due diligence. And as for people who like keep asking, I've answered that at the beginning of the chat. That's why I think they're talking about it, because when you're a creator with a large platform and there is somebody that you collab with very frequently and suddenly they stop appearing on your stream, people are going to ask questions regardless of whether you make an announcement or not. Oh, there's some... Did I miss a comment that I didn't read? Yep, I heard him out twice and got screenshots and looked into more and more. The victim knows I made a statement originally and they know I made a statement again and they are fine with it. Oh, okay, okay. That's pretty big. Thank you, Alicia. That's even further clarifications. So that also shuts down the people saying that if this is about caring for the victim's mental health, this isn't helping. The victim knows about this, and I mean, she probably has permission. Did we get raided? False raid! Hello! Hello, Purple Man. Welcome to the Purple Stream, raiders. Thank you so much. Hello, hello! Thank you, False! Dr. Meering, thank you for the 5 subs! Thank you so much! I just came in from your Ouzu video. You committed a crime! Yeah, I'm gonna talk about Ouzu in a bit. Okay, so this is the Alicia comment I missed. Yeah, it being vague as it is super frustrating, and I totally understand people if they are frustrated with me for not going into details. The victim said, I can also mention they filed a victim statement, but from this point on, I'm taking a step back until the dossier is out. Yeah, we're all wondering when that will drop. I guess everybody is holding their breath until that happens. Thank you, False. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I do want to take a look at your stream after this ends, but I was kind of napping before this. That's fair enough, Alicia. Really appreciate your additional details. That actually helps a lot. Yeah. Sounds fairly serious. And it's not grooming, can confirm that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's got their idea of what it's about, but again, I just feel like we're not really gonna get an answer until like the dossier comes out or the victim statement. Oh, because of the dossier, now the victim can't... Wait, do we have lawyers in the chat? Is Eva still there? So if Takahara is starting a lawsuit, now the victim can't release their statement because it could damage their case. Yep, and I'm more than happy to give clarity when either the victim or Taka say something. And I'll be more than happy to listen to that. I think we all want clarity. Yeah. Taka lawyered up months ago from the post. If it's with police or legal, you gotta just let that process takes its course, honestly. Sauce needed. He knows he's walking on eggshells. It could also be why some aren't speaking more. If Taka is opening up a lawsuit, it can be pulled down for potential libel or slander. We may know not more for 6 months. Yeah, I guess these things can take a long time. Yeah, it's in the hands of the law now. Indeed. He got advice from his therapist? Not for the dossier, I hope. What? His therapist is helping him make the document? What? Wait, that's so odd that a therapist is getting so involved. Nani desu ka? I like how Rima say dossier. That's how you're supposed to say it. How do you guys say it? It's a French word. It's a French word, but you gotta say it with an English accent. It's like lingerie. Yeah, it's what he told me back when I talked to him the first time. Second time we talked, we didn't talk about the doc. About a doc. Oh. So even back then, he was already preparing. Therapist equals legal counsel. I mean, I hope for his sake that he talks to a lawyer before releasing that. In English, we say dossier. Oh, okay, dossier. So if he now has someone else helping, I wouldn't know though. Okay, yeah, because you probably cut tie at one point in there. So, okay, so it's not a lawsuit. It might just be a Google Docie. Or like a dossier with like a folder with a bunch of evidence. A dossier, like you guys would say. Where's the VTuber lawyer? Eva, I think she went to bed. Might be late for her. And LM is covering the Somali stuff. Yeah. I can't click on it. He already made one doc, but never saw it, but some people have, so there is a magical doc out there. I just have yet to see it. Ooh. This is the one time everybody wishes there was a Google Doc. Usually when there's a Google Doc that gets drops, everybody groans. But this one is like, everybody's like, we need the Google Doc for context. If this goes to... No. I don't want to be used as evidence. Someone else in chat said he's going to take the Kevin Spacey route and just say he's gay. Oh, God. Didn't Alicia say the victim pressed charge? If that's so, at least a civil case? They said they went to the police. That doesn't mean that they pressed charges. It's the One Piece. Why are we saying it's the One Piece? Whitebeard? The One Piece is real! Yeah, it's just a police report. She made a victim statement. I have nothing else I'm aware of. I also asked to not know Morty Beach because I just wanted to end my friendship and move on. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, for real. Seems like it's taking a mental toll on everybody involved and everybody close by. Did Taka consult his magician for the first talk? LM said he would look into the Ouzu stuff once he has the time, aside from the Nuizan streamers stuff. Also forgot. Don't ask about that stuff. No, it's not. He was making a joke. It's not actually a gay scandal. That's just a chatter making a joke. Oh my god, don't add more speculations, chat! There's already enough! Oh god! Filing a police report means you talk to the police about an incident. It's not a confirmation that a crime was committed. Anyone can file one. It could be a lot of things. Yeah, I mean, obviously we need to know what happened, but that was just to clarify for the people saying this should have been brought to the police, there should have been a report made, and it shouldn't have been spoken about on social media. Alicia saying there was a report made. Honey trap, but they ruled out the grooming allegations. Pulled a Harvey Weinstein. I've got no idea. I've got no idea. I agreed. It's a victim statement. I don't know about the actual legal actions. After I just know it's submitted, then asked to be left out. Yeah, I'm not sure what the legality there is either. I don't know if you just consulted a lawyer, Himebito, for what to put in his statement or his document that he's building, or if he actually just started a suit. But legal counsel means that he is expecting a fight. I mean, legal counsel just means that he's getting counseled. Hi, first time joining. Welcome aboard. Yeah, again, I'm not friends with the victim. I made the decision based off of my conversation with Taka. Yeah. So, separated from what happened. Oh, a victim statement means a crime was committed? I didn't know that. A victim statement, this is an AI overview. A victim statement, also known as a victim impact statement, is a written or oral account by a victim of crime describing the physical, emotional, and financial harm they have suffered as a result of the offense. It's a way for victims to tell the court and the offender in their own words how the crime has affected them. Content. A victim statement typically includes details about the physical and emotional injuries, any treatment or therapy received, financial losses, and the overall impact of the crime on the victim. Legal significance. Courts and parole boards are required to consider victim statements when making decisions about sentencing and parole. It's optional, so they're not required to do so. Can be submitted in writing or orally. And it's to give a victim a voice in the criminal justice system and to provide information about the impact of the crime in their lives. Oh shit, I've missed some replies. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Chat's going too fast. I clicked on the wrong one. That's my bad. I meant a submission she made to say a crime happened. Okay. Oops, I didn't. Sorry, that came first. I didn't mean to mess up the terminology. That's my bad. I meant a submission she made to say a crime happened. Okay. All good. All good. And she was responding to the person saying, it's a police statement. A victim statement means a crime was committed. It also means there is evidence for the police to arrest. Anyone can go and give a statement. Okay. So it's a report. Question, do you think it's going to be a civil case or a criminal case? I feel it's going to be a civil case, but I could be wrong since it's so early. I don't even know if there's going to be a case. Okie dokie, yeah, I didn't know which term it was. I guess we're all learning about this now. Yeah, going to court has its cost. A police report can go nowhere if the police either find no evidence and drops it, or if they have little evidence but not enough to litigate, or if they have enough to prosecute. Alright, homies, it's Mother's Day, and I'm gonna go hang out with the fam. Much love and glad I could drop by and say what I could, but now I'm back to being my own bubble. Listen, Alicia, you gave us so much already. I don't want to take more of your time or put more pressure, so thank you for everything. Thank you for dropping by. Enjoy Mother's Day, and enjoy your time with your family. See you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you, Alicia. Say bye, everybody. Okay, that was pretty insightful. I feel like we came out with an even clearer picture than I expected, or as clear as we could get. So, let's talk about Ouzu a little bit. I saw some people asking, who's the LATAM VTuber? Alright, let me I have a whole other Google Docy for that. So, you guys know that there's been I've covered it briefly on stream. It was recently won its first series of lawsuits. This is going to be a lot. They won their first lawsuit, 1 out of 3, okay? I'm gonna go over the first part as quick as I can. They won the first lawsuit. It was versus a VTuber, Karma/Nene. They have different personas, but it's the same girl. And basically, the lawsuit was mostly about the fact that she was suing for unpaid wages, and violations of fundamental rights. But basically, the lawsuit rested on the fact that, from my understanding, the court needed to recognize an employment relationship. But the court did not recognize an employment relationship. They recognized her as a contractor. So she didn't benefit from an employee's protection. And so because of that, the lawsuit was dismissed. And she did not recollect the payment. She didn't have to pay the legal fees of the opposing party, at least. And now Nene is saying that she will try to resubmit. There was also a lot of evidence that were completely dismissed because the court... Basically, what she did is that in some of the evidence, she like barred out some names, or she had like a notepad open on top of and took the screenshot with the notepad open and the notepad added context. But when you submit evidence to a court, you can't do that. You gotta submit just raw screenshots or raw evidence, or you just you just can't do that. And I don't understand who the hell was counseling her or who was her lawyer. But all of the screenshots, all of the evidence were dismissed because of that. So this was a lawsuit that took place in Chile. After all of that happened, Ouzu celebrating online with this tweet saying, you know, we're not going to sue the people. We've been the target of a harassment campaign and public discrediting, blah, 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 blah. After all that, now, Nene, the girl that lost the lawsuit, tweets. And she's part of this group called Onishi. And Onishi tweets that, the remaining Onishi girls constituted of a few of the ex-Ouzu talents decide to retire from the lawsuit. Basically what's said in the document is that today we want to speak to you from a place of honesty, pain, and reflection. And after months of facing a complex and emotional draining legal process, I'm going to move you guys to the other side. Actually, this is a terrible idea. I can't read. No, Riba, Nene is not from Onishi. Sorry, it's not from Onishi. It's the other. Nene is making made a tweet that I will go after this. But the remaining girls that are in Onishi have a lawsuit that they're also retiring from. I can't read this and read chat at the same time, so I gotta add hide chat for a sec. I said she's not in Onishi. Okay, so they're saying that the members of Onishi is Harper Strikes, formerly Funa Baby, Yun Kuruzu, formerly Vanya, Mary Nanjo, formerly Second Heto, Karame, formerly Chessie, and Lily Bell, formerly Siri, have voluntarily decided to withdraw from the lawsuit against Ouzu. Before we begin, we want to make it clear this is not a response to any recent event, nor is it an impulsive reaction. This decision is the result of a long and deeply considered process since the beginning of the legal process, which has now lasted more than a year. We have carried emotions, conflicts, and silences that led us to reflect. This is something we have been considered for a long time, and today finally we found the strength to express it. This has not been an easy decision. The emotional and personal burden has been overwhelming. The pain we experienced within Ouzu did not disappear when we began the legal process. On the contrary, it intensified. Every step we took to seek justice reopened wounds that were just only beginning to heal. Having to repeat what we experienced over and over again in statements and before the courts was like reliving a trauma we thought we had closed. We only wanted to fight for justice. This not only affected our emotional well-being, but also our physical health, our personal routines, our relationship, and our financial stability. We're not giving up, we're choosing to take care of ourselves and protect ourselves. 2, we will not apologize for speaking out because what we said happened. We will not take back our words, we will not forget them, will not silence them within us. What we demanded happened, and we lived each of those experiences with pain that no one can fully understand if they haven't experienced it. Our decision does not erase what we experienced, soften it, or seek personal reconciliation with those who hurt us. We simply prioritize our lives, our health, and the need to move forward, even if the path is full of scars that we'll carry forever. We want to apologize for any inappropriate comments or actions we may have taken. We acknowledge that we made offensive statements toward Mr. on a personal level, which were out of place. We take responsibility and apologize for having crossed that line. It is important to clarify that these apologies do not invalidate our work experience previously shared with others involved, which were expressed from our personal experience and with the intention of bringing to light situations we consider relevant. Likewise, we wish to clarify that we do not take responsibility for the words or accusation made by someone outside of this document. The legal process will continue in the hands of other former colleagues outside of Onishi. Now, what I wanted to talk about today actually starts with this tweet. So then, post-lawsuit, Nene tweets this. Sorry. Hello, I'm here to be honest with you about the recent events. This comes purely from me as an individual and no one else. First and foremost, regarding the lawsuit, I will continue to proceed legally according to what is best for me personally, and with the advice of my lawyers. However, regardless of the outcome, I maintain my position regarding the dealings, experience, and things within that I described, each of which have been real and as has the lack of payment. So the talent so far, whether it is Onishi or Nene, still stand behind their experience and the allegations, basically, that I spoke about Ouzu previously. Oh, before that tweet, Nene and Raccoon did a space talking about Ouzu's win being immoral? Just a few hours before that post, or like a few days? Oh, a few days before. Okay, that's interesting, because in this tweet, well, I guess I'll just keep reading. However, I do apologize if I use bad words or express myself poorly about the people involved, since I understand that I should have always acted with respect no matter what. I was acting under anger and under the influence of others. But I know that it did not have to be that way. I apologize for having been a person who easily fell into what was recommended because it was more beneficial slowly in the process of these months, and have realized that this is not the case. Any opinion of Raccoon does not identify me or relate to me, and with this I add what happened in the space a few days ago. Unfortunately, I am a person who can be guided when I am weak. I was not ready to talk, I was not ready to do it, but the constant time is running out, do it now. There's no other option, only this can save you, push me, and I think it was noticeable because I could hardly speak. It has happened this way multiple times in this process, and I do not think nor do I want to expose issues about someone that at some point I considered a friend. So the only thing I will ask, please, is that you stop linking me to others. I am not the same as X or Y person, and not everyone that X does I will unconditionally agree with. I've made the mistake many times of letting myself be influenced by people who, at this point in my life, I know very well will take away from me much more than they add. And it's something that will, unfortunately, wait on me for much longer, because in the end, it was my decision to listen to them. But now it's my decision to move forward this way. I've been exhausted about this whole thing for months, and I've reflected that by not talking about it for a long time, all I want now is peace and to get on with my life. I know that all of this will nourish me as a person, and this experience, like the decision I made, is something I must carry with me, so I don't judge anyone for whatever opinion they have about me. But I'm always willing to talk if they want to hear me out. I also ask that you please not harass or insult anyone in any way. For me, the best thing is for everyone to continue doing their own thing and keep growing. I want to wish my former colleagues, as well as those who didn't harm me within the agency, the best in their lives in whatever they decide to do from now on. With this, I close this chapter that has caused me so much suffering to this day. Thank you for all your support, and I hope you understand my decision. Thank you very much. Sincerely, Catalina Nene Hefti. So Nene kind of makes a call at Raccoon in this tweet, kind of alluding that she was manipulated, right? And this sets off a whole chain of events. Then Raccoon responds to Nene's tweet.
Es como literalmente hace menos de 3 horas o 4 estábamos hablando bien, hablando normal. Literalmente nos despertamos normal. Yo en ningún momento la orillé a nada al space, yo no la obligué. Genuinamente, nene, sí.
Okay, we don't understand Spanish, but I have the translation from my translators. We're still working on translating a bunch of things, so bear with us. It's a lot. So Raccoon says, but yeah, all of this is already disappointing. It's like literally not even 3 or 4 hours ago we were talking fine, speaking normally. We literally woke up normally. I never at any moment cornered her into anything. Mumbling, can't really make it out. Either says they're saying I forced her, or she says I didn't force her. Generally, Nene, if you're listening to this, I'm going to tell you this clearly. I did love you, not romantically, love you as a friend. But if your way to cut ties with me is by a memo / post / message, it's all good. I understand. I understand public image is more important. It's okay. I wouldn't have done it. I had the chance to throw you under the bus, but I didn't. And then Raccoon goes live, I believe, like that same night. And yeah, we have a few like Spanish-speaking people in the Discord that are helping with translations. Then she goes live that same night with a content nuke, and Raccoon like went full kind of Menhera in that nuke. We have it. It's a lot. We still haven't translated all of the Raccoon like stream, because she like leaked a bunch of information, but by trying to defend herself from some of the 7 and 8 May was a nuke stream. Okay, so it was a day after this. By trying to defend herself from the accusations, and from what I understood, it seems like she did kind of prove that she wasn't manipulating, but she did so much worse. Like she leaked so much personal information about everybody involved. She claims that everyone was talking bad about each other. the Onishi group, Ouzu staff, and talents. Audio of multiple interactions of different members, managers, Misra, Fuel, and others. Like there was another drama involving Kendo's private life with an ex-talent, as well as doxing real names of multiple people, and including showing the face of Nene's mother. Like, why was that necessary? Claims that Nene betrayed Raccoon before, and did it the second time with her throwing Raccoon under the bus. And Raccoon revealed that Yoko, the manager of Nene, screwed up the trial and didn't take accountability. He went to blame someone else. He contradicted Raccoon's testimony, and it was also noted in the sentence about it. Isn't that nuts? Raccoon blamed Nene. Raccoon blamed that Nene was still defending Yoko somehow. Now the community is taking what Raccoon did very, very bad. I mean, it's honestly, it's very, very bad. She like, Raccoon, if no one supports me, I'll screw everyone. I think it's extremely disappointing from her to take that road. Like, when we did the research for Ouzu, we didn't even get to use her statement that she gave us because of the lawyers and the ongoing lawsuit. And basically, it would have affected the lawsuit. And, you know, she asked us not to use the statement after all, after consulting with her lawyers. And then she just ruined everything by revealing everything. So now her lawsuit is probably ruined too, right? Because this is going to play in court. I mean, this is going to affect the lawsuit. So I think her lawsuit is also kaput. So the Onishi lawsuits dropped, the Nene lawsuits dropped, and now the Raccoon's lawsuit's probably also done. So she mega crashed out. She went full Menhera. There's a pretty funny... she's also showed a bunch of like recorded There was a bunch of conversations that she had recorded without people's consent. I don't know if this is legal where she lives or not. If you require a two-party consent or a one-party consent. The situation gets crazier, by the way. But because of that, people have been spamming this meme of like, fuck. What is it called? Chainsaw Man? God, you guys type so much in the thread, guys. I can't find any of the information right now that I want. Oh, this one. So people have been spamming this meme. It's actually pretty funny. Raccoon is recording. Which is, I don't know if you guys have seen Chainsaw Man, but basically he, it's like, it's kind of a spoiler though, but fuck it, I'll say it. It's kind of like when he writes, Makina is listening. So, yeah, the memes are pretty funny, not gonna lie. Yeah, so basically, Raccoon goes nuclear, doxes a bunch of private information that didn't need to be doxed, says it's everybody's fault. People that used to be her friend are also condemning her, like this person. Just to clear things up regarding what was said recently, I cut ties with this third party for personal reasons, which I don't think I need to discuss before even learning about the lawsuit, and I stand by that. I won't change my mind. I think it's very low to touch on unrelated topics just to create more trouble, but it's not an attitude that surprised me either. I want to make it clear that if there are things I keep quiet about, it's because I simply don't feel a need to publicly comment on what's happening in my personal life. I've been keeping to myself and staying calm for a while now, and I'd rather keep it that way. she does she did a normal stream after? Really? The fuck? I think Nene also tweeted about, is that the tweet? Oh yeah, she tweeted, what the fuck is going on in your head? Because her mother photo was doxed. Oh yeah, oh yes, and some phone numbers were also doxed. This is another ex-talent, allegedly. I'm in real shock. And then the post-nuke fallout. And, okay, and then after that... No. The craziest part is that after... Everybody is like, what the fuck, Raccoon's the new Cinder, but honestly, I think what Raccoon did is much... Dracott's phone number was doxed too? Oh my god. So... Sorry, what was I saying? Okay, so after that, you know, there's a huge backlash. You would think that she would go and apologize, right? She's like, sorry, I showed too much. I should have taken a day to censor, to gather my thoughts, censor some information. It didn't need to be that way. But no, guys, she goes live on stream and she quadruple downs on everything. Like, she doubles down on everything. Oh yes, but she got permabanned, so the VOD's not there anymore. Okay, we got a summary of the stream, but basically, she embraces the Raccoon is recording you meme. She claims that she didn't dox and that people were already doxed, whatever that means. She also says that she has already been doxed as well as her parents and that nobody can do anything against her. She's only sorry about exposing Nene's mom and stands by the rest of her nuke stream and that she would do that stream again if she went back in time. If they, Ouzu or ex-talents, try to cancel her again, she will update the Google Drive with all the info dump over and over every single time. She will remain solo and never join a group, as well as only use her Twitter to show cats and not advertise her streams. Her friend or boyfriend, the translators weren't sure. Silencio is sad for burning bridges with his friend and will give his side on the story later. She repeats that she doesn't care who people follow, but that her stream message was that everyone is bad, and as far as she knows, Amy Cookies is fine since she wasn't a part of the whole drama. Nene did also an answer. Like, it's literally a never-ending crash out. She went full Menhera. We're translating the Raccoon stream, but it's gone now. It's not me who translated it, it's some Spanish-speaking users in my Discord. I guess we'll just leave this on while I read. Oh yes, Fuel commenting on this. That was the one that Raccoon recorded. This conversation was one that was made in mutual trust to achieve peace. I was promised that it would not be recorded to the point that they demanded that I show them my screen to see that I was not recorded. My only mistake was keeping my word and expecting her to do the same. Honestly, I feel bad for Fuel here. Okay, but back. Then Nene responds in a stream. I got a stream summary here. It says, Nene says people are taking her announcement post out of context to incite hateful behavior. Talking about the long announcement post she did, where she basically kind of cut ties with Raccoon. She wasn't manipulated into suing Ouzu. That the case wasn't about the harassment, but about her actions and why she left Ouzu. She still recognizes what happened. She alludes to Raccoon on recording calls. She considered her a friend before what happened. She says that Raccoon was spreading info. She already knew this would happen. She had a gut feeling. Nene mentions that she shouldn't put herself into a vulnerable spot. Another individual decided to cut ties. I don't understand. I'm not sure who is this referring to. She doesn't endorse doxing, obviously. She won't talk to Raccoon anymore, and she completely is cutting ties with Raccoon and anything related to her actions. There's still one legal process on her, but she will do it herself and with her attorney, and she's at a loss for words as to why this Raccoon nuke happened. This is a statement from Kirame, who is formerly Chessie, who was with Ouzu. Yeah, that is worse than the Rusia situation for sure. Like, doxing is one of the worst things you can do, right? I'm sorry, I'm still trying to process everything that happened. It's not easy to assimilate due to the gravity of the events. I'm seriously still shocked by what revenge is capable of causing. Today, I'm not in a condition to do a live broadcast, and I'm trying to calm down, relax, and spend time with my family to try to feel better. Remember that I love you very much, and I am infinitely grateful for the love and support you have given me unconditionally until now. I know I have told you this 1,000 times, but I will continue to tell you 1,000 more times. You are my strength and my safe place. I love you deeply, and I have no words to thank you for all your support, empathy, and care. I didn't want to comment further on the issue, but I think it's important to express this right now because it's already harassment. Both under my former identity of Chessie and under my current identity, Kirame, I've been receiving these types of screenshots from people who, in addition to continuing to defame me with multiple accounts, are apparently trying to find negative things about me. I don't know why right now. Fortunately, I have no problems with anyone involved because they have known me for years and they do not believe them. But I'm still afraid of how these negative and unfair attitudes will affect my image in front of people who do not know me. And I want to make it public that a smear campaign is starting against me, and it seems they desperately need to find any kind of reason or proof. If there were so many, I don't know why they're looking for more, to speak ill of me. The desperation is evident as to have to get to the point of contacting people from so far back from my time as VTuber, approximately 10 years ago. Draw your own conclusion. I have 4 things to say. This is fake. I'm completely against it and find it reprehensible. It saddens me enormously, but I remain faithful in believing that my actions of more than 10 years clean on the internet and without problems support me and speak louder than any malicious words, and even more so from people hidden behind multiple accounts. Finally, the most important note, please leave me alone. Sneaky Cats with the Aka Super. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, Raccoon also nuked her own career with it all that. Like, nobody's ever gonna trust her again. Now, GIF, also former Ouzu, tweeted, thank you for the support and love. We're going to be back to our regular programming. However, I'll obviously do so from the position of... wait, this is a better translation. Do so from the position of not having been doxxed, of not having been involved in so many things. My fellow Oneshi members will need more love than ever. Don't judge or point out as problematic those who are experiencing the consequences of other people's action, suffering for it, feeling vulnerable. Love you all so much. Thank you again. That's funny. Nemu VT is happy that she is no longer the most hated VTuber. Funnily enough, a lot of people were asking me to do a video on her. Okay, oh yes. Then something else happened. So, Ouzu decided to put Raccoon's Ouzu model on sale for $5. A gift for the community. We are not using this model owned by Ouzu, and since a third party is using it without permission, we have decided that anyone in the VTuber community can enjoy it. Enter here. We have to go to the option to order the model. So they're being kind of petty about it, you know, they're running laps, celebrating. It's like a double victory for them, right? Because they won the lawsuit, then Raccoon crashed out. So now everybody's attention is no longer on what Ouzu did or the allegations regarding them. It's all on Raccoon. She's public enemy number one. And, you know, there's blood out there. And you know when there's blood out there, you know how these things go. This isn't our first rodeo. We've seen many controversies go down. I do forget pretty fast because, listen, I only have a certain amount of bandwidth, bros. Some people were saying that there's a virus in it. That's so funny. I mean, and then somebody put it on 4chan, like, for free. I just made a post informing you not to buy the model because of a bug that causes OBS to start recording. I don't know. And then they are okay, but there's a note saying that there's free versions circulating, and those probably have viruses. So even if you guys want to like fuck around and play with the free versions, don't do it because it might contain a virus. Yeah, some guy leaked it, but it has like a virus or something. Yeah, the person responding to him says it's a joke, but so Kini debunked. Wait, let me see. No, I'm referring to the meme that when Raccoon records every conversation, I don't see any humor in that being a joke, but a wise... I don't know. Bro, it's just a joke. Like, those joke in your groups of friends that can only be understood in context. It's the same thing. So an inside joke. It was an inside joke. Referring to this meme. Raccoon está grabando. Now there is... I lost my link. There's a VTuber using her model. Basically, his joke is, don't buy it, I just tried, my OBS automatically started recording. He's making a joke about the raccoon thing. I get it. So, but then some other people were also saying that the 4chan one might have been a virus. I don't know if this started from a rumor or speculations, but like, obviously don't click on just random links on the internet. Although I doubt that the original version has one. Or that would be really messed up. Salvi was using the model earlier? Anyway, so this person is saying, "Oh, I'm Mayu, the naughtiest raccoon. I'm debuting today. Get ready. Are you ready to join the wildest gang in the wasteland?" And she's using, the model, which I still think it's weird, especially using a model from somebody that's been in a controversy. But I guess people are just memeing about it. And then today, or yesterday, I've lost track of time. May 10, it was yesterday. Raccoon got banned. Raccoon got banned. And that was her ban reaction while she was streaming on Kick. She's still not banned on Kick.
Creo que no.
A ver. ¿A quién silenciaron, chicos? ¿Qué pasó? A ver.
Raccoon luego del directo mira Discord. Es importante.
¿Qué pasó? Voy. Me piden tanto ver Discord por todos lados. Mira, marca de salió.
Oiga, Raccoon.
¿Para qué?
Una pregunta. ¿Qué le
Me
pasó al canal de
banearon.
Twitch?
De Twitch. Ok. No pasa nada. Es mi primer baneo de Twitch. Me banearon de Twitch, silencio.
What does no pasa nada mean? Does it mean that she doesn't care? Oh, she said, "Oh, am I banned?" Oh, I don't know why.
¿Pero por qué?
No sé. No me llegó ningún.
I love that she's just streaming like nothing happened. This is crazy. She said no big deal. I kind of picked that up just from the way she said it. That's crazy. What do you mean no big deal?
A ver, voy a salirme un dedito. A revisar. A ver, vamos a ver qué pasó. Oh, me suspendimos. Ok. Oh.
Igual Twitch es una cagada, Kikot.
Ok, entiendo. Listo. Yo me voy desconectando, chicos. Ok, tengo que resolver esto. Nos vemos. Un fuerte abrazo a todos. Bye, bye.
Nos vemos.
It's nothing. This person says she got permabanned. I don't know how he got that screenshot or where is that from, but apparently it's a permaban. I'm not sure about the validity of the screenshot though. Apparently they believe the reason for the ban might be because of unauthorized sharing of private information, which is probably the most valid reason why you could ban somebody. Oh, I think all bans are indefinite. That doesn't mean permaban. Okay, I see. That's a good clarification. Thank you. So, sharing someone else's sensitive data without their permission can be both a distressing and potentially dangerous experience. Therefore, Twitch doesn't allow users to reveal personal information of others on our service. Share personally identified. So, for example, you may not share personally identified information, such as looking up a streamer's leaked address or sharing it in chat. Share restricted or protected social profiles, or any information around those profiles. Share content that violates another reasonable expectation of privacy, for example, streaming from a private space without permission. Broadcast an unwanted intrusion in a private video conference call. So here, basically the first lawsuit from Nene was basically what's going on with the lawsuits. The first lawsuit, Nene's lawsuit, is dismissed without the defendant having a lawyer. The second lawsuit, Onishi plus Raccoon, should be confirmed that Raccoon was joined with the rest of the lawsuit, just like it was shown in the tweet back then when they posted about it, and they dismissed it. And the third lawsuit, Ouzu, it was a lawsuit that Ouzu decided to use as an act of protection. Probably the lawsuit Misra spoke about against Nene and Raccoon. So is this the lawsuit where Misra said that he was suing them for defamation? Because now apparently Ouzu is suing 2 people for defamation, Nene and Raccoon. So this is the final summary that a user replied to this post saying this summary, and it's a little bit funny. So I'm going to just read it out. In summary, Ouzu won, Misra was forgiven, Roger is still there, Drake out of shit. Roger, as far as I know, had like barely any allegations. So he wasn't really guilty of anything from the start. Like, his section in my video was really small, and it was just me like reporting on somebody commenting on him, basically. So yeah. This person goes on to say, Drake out is shit, Raccoon is shit, Nene screwed up. Most of the girls were forgiven and got their money. Oh, they got their money? I didn't get that part. Toko God, Deva God, Yoon God, and the other girls are moving on. The end. Can I have a 60-second TLDR on Takahara? Just... there's a victim. They filed a police report. Takahara says that he's been the victim of vile rumors. He's mounting a dossier with the help of a legal counsel. We don't know what exactly the allegations are, but grooming's been ruled out. And everybody that is close to Takahara or the victim can't speak out about it until one of the two come out, and it's not their story to tell. Doesn't Takahara hang out with Crimbo who slanders Taiga? Wait, really? That Crimbo? Raccoon had a depth with the girls? Really? Dude, this story just gets crazier and crazier. Sauce? Wait, there's more sauce? Are you guys saying there's more sauce? Yeah, not cinders, but maybe something with relationship problems. TLDR for the Ouzu thing, Raccoon is recording. But I think her doxing, private information, Nene's mother's face, and telephone numbers is probably even worse than recording, TBH. Now, related to the Ouzu issue. Weirdly enough, ever since that first lawsuit was won by Ouzu, I've been the target of some really weird dissemination campaign. First, it started with a Drake out that went on several other content creators, LATAM content creators, spreading lies, which I've debunked on one of my previous streams, claiming that I was being manipulated by Raccoon. on my Ouzu video, and that she's been feeding me information, which of course isn't true. I've demonstrated on my last stream that Drakeout was actually the first one who contacted me first, and I showed my exchange with Raccoon, which I've only asked her for a statement after Drakeout reached out to me. So not insemination, isn't it dissemination? Isn't that the right word? Anyway, the videos that I did back then, if you've been part of my community, you know how long we worked on that video, okay? I announced, I think, that I was working on that video in September, and it only came out, let's see. Cold bills. Boy, that was loud. It only came out in February of this year. So I started last year to work on it. There was so much to translate. We had so many sources. It was all based on the allegations that were made public back then. So I collected statement from Drakeout. I collected statement from Raccoon, Nene, most of the talents we spoke to. It wasn't just Raccoon feeding me information as they claim. But the most ironic part is that we didn't even end up using any of the statements because of the ongoing lawsuit. And the girls were like, well, this might affect our lawsuit, so we can talk about it. So I was like, you know what? Then I am not adding any of the statement, because if I add one statement, I need to add all of it. I can't just show one side. So I'm just going to report on the allegations that I found online. We had multiple sources. We based this off, multiple Twitter threads, publicly information videos, and from content creators made in the space. There's even one of the talents that told me this was a great investigation. Thank you for your hard work. We're currently working hard to demonstrate our passion and love for VTubing, healing our wounds, and proving that it was always us. Weirdly enough, every time I speak about Ouzu, there's a bunch of people, shitstirrers and stuff, that come into my chat and spam, and they always say kind of the same thing, and I'm leading up to something here. But last time I spoke about Ouzu, I started getting like spammed in my chat by different users, and every time we banned one, another one would pop up. You committed a very serious crime with your video about Ouzu and Drakeout. Some people were saying Fuel called you crazy on your stream. Fuel called you crazy on her stream, and she believes that Drakeout is feeding you information. And we're like, what? And then we go check the Fuel stream, and again, I have literally native Spanish speakers that are checking the translation, and I'm making a point to repeat this because Drakeout keeps saying she's just a gringa and she doesn't understand Spanish and it's a mistranslation, but it's not, because I have native Spanish speakers that are translating these, and multiple ones, not just one. I have we're cross-referencing everything. So it's really, really odd. Remember that line, Rima is being manipulated by saying that Fuel said that Rima's being manipulated by Drakeout, and now there's been multiple Reddit threads that have popped up on about me saying that I am being fed information by Raccoon. So honestly, I think virtual YouTubers, this subreddit is absolutely cooked because they're letting these posts just up. And what these guys are doing is that like they're making a post on a viral topic, like the raccoon thing, like the raccoon dogs thing, and then at the end they're adding a comment saying how like I'm a terrible person, I did a one-sided video based on the narrative that like raccoon fed me. But let's be real, at that time that was the only narrative going on. And even, you know, when you look at the allegations on Ouzu that I talked about in my video, I mean, what's been debunked now? It was about, let's see. The lawsuit that Nay lost, she was looking for lost wages, and she lost because she couldn't prove that she was, you know, an employee. The videos I did on allegations of poor management, misconduct, inciting an environment of competitiveness and jealousy, and forcing the girls to work with an alleged groomer. So nothing that the lawsuit even touched on, right? Now, Raccoon comes out looking like a psycho. These Reddit threads are claiming everything's wrong. And weirdly enough, there's something really odd going on, guys. Yarima can't be fed information, only carrot. In general, her entire coverage of the situation has been bad. In fact, okay, and Soyupina, it's weird, right? Because I've seen a lot of people say that they recognize that name. And my mods also say that they recognize that name from somebody they banned a long time ago. So I think, listen, guys, my haters are not having a good day, man. They're just... And it's crazy. Dude, 69,000 comment karma! Top 1% commenter! They have no life! They have no life! All they do is post on Reddit. She's been generally dismissed in the Hispanic community as another gringa talking about something she has no idea about. And listen, this is something Drakeout has directly said. So I'm like, is this person just Drakeout's like mouthpiece or whatever? Where is this coming from? Because this feels brigaded. It feels like it's coming from a Discord or something. Even in a stream she made 1 or 2 days ago talking about the lawsuit, she just limited herself to read the sentence and dismiss it as just the justice system being outdated in modern conflicts. Of course, that's not true. If you watch my video, that's not what I said. That's not even what I said. I went about it. I talked about why it was dismissed. I showed some of the evidence, why the court considered them fabricated, etc., etc. But of course, this is Reddit. It's an echo chamber. And then there's another thread that's also really funny. I think False showed more. Oh yeah. 1, if your interpreter is directly involved with the drama, they are incredibly biased and not reliable. 2, if you can't find a reliable interpreter, don't talk about things you don't understand. But I didn't have an interpreter directly... What? I didn't have an interpreter directly involved in the drama. All of the comments are from that Soyupina person and another one, Minifibas. This guy commented a lot. They really are obsessed. They're my biggest fans. Yeah. So they're not, again, they're not involved in the drama. They're all running with the talking point that I'm getting manipulated by Raccoon. Somebody even said, I don't have this on hand, that I was being threatened by Raccoon. I was under threats. That's why I made the video, which was pretty funny. But then what I found even weirder... Let me see if I can find that. There were several threads that were cross-posted on both Kurosanji and virtual YouTubers, which is crazy that sometimes 4chan Jennies take down like cross-posts and false flag threads more than Reddit does. Like that just says a lot. Give me a second. So, see, there's, like I'm saying, this feels very brigaded. Not completely. Raccoon stupidity doesn't remove the wrongdoings of Ouzu, and this gets massively downvoted. Minus 32. Well, yeah, obviously, but all the talk portraying Raccoon as a paladin of virtue, I feel as the Antichrist really didn't age well. I didn't really portray Raccoon as a paladin of virtue. I portrayed the Talents as victims. And I didn't portray Fuel as the Antichrist. I just said that she was bought by Ouzu in the video, which was what people believed. And if you look at my comment section, people were like, yeah, she was downplaying it, whatever. I'm not 100% on the Fuel thing anymore because it's become a he says, she says situation. So Fuel has spoken to me in DMs and she denies those claims. And I've talked about this on stream. She denies the claims and I'm tempted to believe her, but I don't have the proof for the recording. I don't have the evidence for the recording. So I'm confused about that. So I'm just like, hey, this is about you guys. Like you can see that a few Spanish speakers were also agreeing about this. So it's not like this was the popular narrative at that point, and I simply reported on those allegations. They're not coming from my mouth. I'm just repeating them. This Soyupina really doesn't like me. As a sign, Orima man video really covered is really aged like milk. So, I don't know. I guess what I'm gonna say is that I think if you see something really egregious said about me, just because the thing is, we spend so much time gathering evidence, timestamp, translating things, and they just get to make posts saying, you know, broad statements and lying. Just ask for a timestamp or ask for clarifications. You know, I feel like we're kind of always just taking the high, what do you say? Like we always have to take the high road, but these people are just straight up lying, and I'm getting kind of sick of it. Ask them to show the receipts. Just ask them to show the receipts. Yeah, ask them for the timestamps, ask them for a clip. They'll never have one because it just doesn't exist. They just always say things about somebody and offer zero evidence. And when somebody questions them, it just gets downvoted. So it's disappointing. Reddit isn't famous for dismissing claims without a source. Like, I think AJ even posted my stream where I showed the evidence, and he also got massively downvoted. Even for asking straight up, please tell me what part of the Ouzu video Rima got wrong, and all they did was link back to that one Reddit thread I showed you. So it's like, what the fuck? They're not even answering the question. They just keep linking back to that thread. Yeah, so I'm not sure where this campaign is starting from, who's doing that, but I think it's a little weird that the same wordings and they keep repeating the same stuff. I just think it's odd. I'm sussing them out. So yeah, I think that's all I had to say on this. Just if you see something, ask for the receipt, ask for the timestamp, ask for the clip. I'm kind of tired of just taking all the punches, laying down all the time. Today, Latin VTuber situation is full on Twitch hunt and cancellation on Raccoon. It's crazy. You cannot even talk about the other girl's shitty behavior getting cancelled. So I'm still like unsure because we're still translating a bunch of the Raccoon nuke. I'm wondering why Nene. I'm wondering so many things. What happened between them that caused them the fallout? It doesn't matter. Even Mecha is seriously just leaving it all behind. Yeah, Rue, you were saying you left the LATAM community. Losing the lawsuit triggered something? Lost the demand, lost the legal battle against a Woozer from what I get. I can only confirm that the Pina guy is not Drakeout. No, I know it's not Drakeout. He's a rather known guy in the Spanish community. He seems like he's terminally online. I think all of these people are pretty terminally online. Like, even if you look, like we did this video on that mute Spanish VTuber, right? And that spans like years ago. In almost every like drama that's happened in the Spanish community, you can find like Drakeout played some kind of role in there. So these people, their whole life is on the internet. I think it's just somebody we banned from the chat and they got upset about it. Upsetty spaghetti. Raccoon didn't understand why Nene distanced herself and stopped answering her phone calls before a Twitter statement. Yeah. Nene manager declaration destroyed the whole lawsuit, even for Nene. Wait, was this declaration online, like on Twitter? Because I didn't see this. I missed it. Apparently it's because of Nene's boyfriend, who is also her manager, who is known for talking shit behind everyone's back. Oh, Sauce? Sauce? I mean, that was part of the summary, no? From the Raccoon live stream? And you know when she did that stream? How many viewers did she, live viewers, when she got that stream? Wasn't it like thousands? Like, it was like tens of thousands, no? Shondo proved right again, Pog? Oh, 5K viewers. Okay, that's not... I mean, it's a lot, but I thought it was like way more. Okay. I assumed it kept on climbing. Apparently, even Raccoon's mod were like expressing dissatisfaction during the stream about what she was doing, and she just kept on going. It's like it's like something broke in her head. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what caused her to do it. It's just so insane to me. It's insane behavior. Raccoon was being accused of manipulating the other girls to sue Ouzu and was being subjected to hate for it. She showed her receipts, and now everyone hate her for having the receipts. Yeah, she became the Joker, exactly. She became the Joker. And she kind of took down everybody with her, but she also took herself down. I feel like she could have definitely defended herself without showing all of that. As the Joker said, it only takes one bad day. What do you mean? What happened to Micah? What are you guys saying? What happened to Micah? Oh, the nuke dropped on her birthday? Yeah, Micah was an idol, no? Micah's birthday was on the day. Oh. Oof. That's sad. But yeah, I find it odd that they're trying to divert the topic back to me. I guess they see me as some kind of big target or something, which maybe I should be flattered by. But I think, yeah, I kind of see what they're doing, or why they're doing it, I guess. Just tell me when to get the pitchfork ready. Well, we right at dawn. We right at dawn. No, but for real, I mean, like I said, just ask for the sauce. Just ask for the receipt. Because to me, it's clear they're just trying to distract from the real issue at hand. Envoy of Ghost, thank you so much for the new Twitch sub. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, see something, say something, guys. No more quiet. I'm done showing the other cheek. She was in distress for all the hate she was receiving. She didn't handle it too well. She did strike down the accusations, but now the problem is recording her friends or having chats. Yeah, and also leaking Nene's mother's photo, right? And the personal information regarding telephone numbers. You must stop butchering sayings? Showing the other cheek? Is it turn the other cheek? Okay, turning the other cheek then. No, she shows cheeks? I didn't mean it like that. That's so far, who knows what's going to happen next? Well, hopefully nothing happens next, man. I think we've had enough drama. With a lawsuit, I understand that she records her just in case, but the way she leaks everything was awful. Yeah, it was truly awful. Nothing ever happens. We never left 2020. It's actually 2020 part 5. Whatever happened, there must be more ongoing, or they wouldn't be after you for reporting stuff. I don't know. I think they're just in reputation salvation mode. They're like, oh, everything that was said about us is completely untrue, unfounded, blah blah blah. But like I said, legitimately, the only thing that's been truly unfounded so far, what has been unfounded, basically? Like, what has changed since they won the lawsuit? Because the lawsuit was just for the unpaid wages. And then they couldn't prove Nene's status as employment. And that was the end of it. Then it was dismissed because that was the first thing they needed to prove. So I need concrete evidence. Have you consulted? Parrot just believes that I think LATAM, he thinks that people just don't watch Spanish VTubers because everybody that's a Spanish speaker that would want to watch like a VTuber, they would just watch an English one instead. I don't know. They filed the lawsuit so fast, Ouzu didn't even have a lawyer there, so they won without doing anything. Damn. That's crazy. But I mean, some of these girls have like very big fan bases, so surely there's a lot there. But the thing that people said that came up a lot, even back then, there was a big Ouzu thread on the situation, saying they're a black company and all of that. And a lot of people inside that thread were like, I don't fuck with this. They were saying, oh, I'm a Spanish speaker, but I don't really watch these content creators because there's always a lot of drama. Yeah, Yuriko's talking about the karma case, Gem. Yeah, monolingual people exist, exactly. Spanish VTuber's reputation was destroyed because of Nemu. I support my 2U Latina VTuber, she woj. Apparently, Nene's mandatory declaration during trial destroyed the other girl's case. That's sad. I mean, they do consider talents contractors, so Black Company does seem pretty accurate. They didn't do an initial response to the case proceeded. Nemu, Wactor, Ouzu, and now this. He contradicted Raccoon. She herself said it on the Content Nuke stream. Okay. So, like, and then there's the thing between Raccoon and Fuel. Raccoon still asserts that what she said about Fuel, her allegations, and Fuel pushes back on it. So it's like her word against the other. So it's like, oh my god, we're never gonna get a clarification on that. Hey Tenza, Nemo is somebody that a lot of people have asked me to do a video about it. And there's just so much about Nemo that I don't even know where to start. And again, like, I feel like every time I do a Spanish video, it is so much work. It's just so much work. Because there's just so much. And there's so much to translate. Like I said, the Ouzu video we started in September and it was released in February. So I don't know if I'm ready to go into another Spanish video. The Astria video, I had a lot of help from a Spanish speaker to do that. But it was more condensed. But Nemu that's years of drama. Yeah, it's the fact that so much that isn't documented and it's not centralized in any form. It's making it very difficult. And I almost have a mental breakdown each time with these videos. Hi, Silex. I have an idea. We bring back Nuzagi from retirement one last time. Besides, he came back like how many times now? He told me that he would only come back as a last resort, so I don't know if he will want to, but we can try. I hate to say it too, but would it get the views? It's popular. Not so much. And I know that's the other thing is that I spend so much time on these videos, but it feels like the people, at least on the English sphere, don't really care about it. Like the Ouzu video was kind of a flop, so I don't know if I'll get into another Spanish video in the future. Maybe the Nemu thing because it's like really crazy. But I feel like if there's no interest, I don't know. If enough people request a topic, I'll definitely do a video on it. But right now, I feel like every time I bring it up, there's just no interest. Which is kind of sad. I kind of wish there was more interest. It needs to be like a crazy story. Which I suppose the raccoon thing is. But then the headline is just like She doxed her. She doxed everybody. I feel like these videos are more suited for channels that upload more frequently, like, you know, the false ID. False ID, he can do like small increments of videos. Yeah, she went nuclear. Well, the thing with the Nemo rabbit hole is that I don't. It's just she did just a bunch of small drama that add up against each other. But like, what is the headline of the video? What is the cornerstone of the video that you like center your topic on? I don't know. She just did a bunch of crazy things. Like what most Menhera VTuber, I don't really get it. What many need to remember is that this is just one part of the whole ES community, that not everyone is like that. There's amazing people and amazing events inside the Spanish-speaking community that doesn't get looked upon with all that is happening. Oh, I'm sure of that. Yeah, I'm sure of that. I mean, I usually get along with we have a lot of Spanish speakers just in my chat. We vibe a lot. Nemo was the biggest VTuber in LATAM and she destroyed everything. True. That could be a headline. This meme, man. I gotta say, I love how they do. Their memes are really fucking good. Their memes are really good. This meme just gets me, man. And they use a lot of anime memes, so I like it even more. Oh, hi, Milanoir. Hey, sorry, we're on another topic. Ah! Oh my god, I just fell off my chair. Yeah. Yes, hi, Mila. Yeah, we were just listening to your statement on the topic of Takahara earlier. Alicia came in, provided a few more clarification. We loved your model. We loved your model. You have a really nice voice. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything you want to add, or if you want to reach out in DMs, feel free. But yeah. Howdy. Yeah, I watched through the part with me in it. I'm sure you've got an impression that I can't really be talked about much, very out of my control. Yeah, we got that. It's okay. You don't have to say more. You don't have to say more than what you're comfortable with. Personally, I understand that it's kind of out of your hand until somebody else, well, until either the victim or Takahara himself talks about it. Is Takahara the next Cinder? No. We've already ruled out any kind of Cinder accusations, and they said that it's not going to be, it's not drama, it's something more serious. It's what's been insinuated. And it's not something like high school-y. I think saying Raccoon is the Spanish Cinder is also like downplaying what Raccoon did. I think that doxing is much, much worse than what Cinder did. It's much worse. He lawyered up. Yes, that should say something. Doxing an ex-friend's mom on her birthday is fucking crazy. But yeah, Mila, thank you for stopping by. And I guess we'll see what happens with Takahara. It might be months till we get an update since, you know, police and potentially lawyers are now involved. Didn't Alicia said that Takahara was working with a therapist instead of a lawyer? No, she said that the first Google document was with the help of his therapist. She didn't see the Google Doc. After that, she cut ties with him, so she doesn't know if since then he has started to work with a lawyer. But what we can presume from his tweet is that he got legal counsel. You, by the way, also have a very nice voice. Oh shit! I'm getting complimented. Stop. Thank you. I also thanks for the boob compliment as well. Those are thank you, thank you. Yeah. Oh, I'm blushing now. Sheesh, thank you. I appreciate that. Still, it's funny how there aren't any huge corporate capturing the South American demographic. It's strange outside of Ouzu and Whack, there are no love for the Spanish bros and the gals for the Brazilian too. It would go crazy because what I like about LATAM demographics is that they're super supportive of their Oshis and like some of the biggest content creators in like the IRL sphere are from the LATAM communities. Like it's huge and they love animes too, so it could work. Yo, thank you for offering a sub to Mila. CVPC, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Don't threaten us, we will. Based. All right, take care, Mila. Thank you for stopping by. Say bye, everybody. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I wish it was under better circumstance, but nice to meet you. And thank you for everything. I hope we get to talk again. They could just feel like the money isn't there. I feel like the money has to be there. It's got to be there because there's numbers there. So even if somebody gives like $2, you could probably get a lot of money. Like Raccoon, some of these Ouzu accounts had millions of subscribers, like millions. That's insane. No, she saw that. This is embarrassing. I did go awoke. No! I'm dying of embarrassment. I caught in 4K. I actually just want to fade into existence. Rima Gunnar Star. Back at it again. I can't. I'm actually sweating right now. Like it's getting hot in my room. I'm fanning myself. Rima Gunnar Star, back at it again. Bye, Mila. Thank you. I will follow back. I'll catch this after the stream. Have a good rest. Bye. Rima exposed in 4K. Oh man, this is. Hey, I got a follow now from a cute girl, so I'll take it. Okay. I'm gonna be laughing at this like tomorrow. Okay. Well, that was a good stream. Thanks for everybody that stopped by. And I'll see you soon. I don't know what my next stream is going to be about. We'll think of something, surely. Or something will happen. Or if nothing happens, then we'll do... I still got to do a cooking stream. I owe you guys a cooking stream. I owe you guys a mod apology. I want to do a Blue Lock watch along because I don't know anything about football. And I feel like if I watch Blue Lock on my own, I won't understand anything. So I need you to help me. Oh, thank you, JL. Thank you. So sweet. All right, good night, everybody. I'm sending you guys to Leah's chat. Take care. Also, I have like a collab this week. I'll announce it soon. Bye bye. Love you guys.